Ṣé dáadáa la bá yín o ẹ̀yin alára wa? A ti tún gbé dé ní ọ̀nà àrà ọ̀tọ̀. A fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àṣìṣe tó máa ń wáyé níbi ìmáa lo themselves, each other and one another nínú èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì. Nítorí pé àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ a máa ṣe àṣìṣe tó pọ̀. Yálà bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ fi ẹjọ́ ara wọn sùn àbí wọ́n fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa èèyàn méjì, mẹ́ta, mẹ́rin àbí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lè sáré wá bá olùkọ́ pé dádì kí ló fẹ́ ṣe? Ó fẹ́ fi ẹjọ́ àwọn alára rẹ̀ sùn tàbí yàrá ìkàwé tí ó súnmọ́ yàrá ìkàwé rẹ̀ jùlọ. Ó fẹ́ fi ẹjọ́ wọn sùn ńbẹ̀. Bó ṣe dé, èròǹgbà rẹ̀ tó fẹ́ sọ fún olùkọ́ ó yàtọ̀ sí nǹkan tí ó ń sọ lẹ́nu. Sọ pé dádì they are fighting themselves ní o. They are fighting themselves ní o. Look at that. They are fighting themselves. Expression yìí, nǹkan tó ń sọ bíbà ó yàtọ̀ sí nǹkan tí ó fẹ́ sọ tó wà nínú ọkàn rẹ̀. Ó tún lè dé kí wọ́n sọ pé come and warn them in my class o. Come and look at them o. They are beating themselves ní o. Tọ́lá, Túndé and Bólú are beating themselves ní o. Look at that. So àṣìṣe ńlá gbáà lèyí nítorí pé they are beating themselves tó sọ yẹn ó yàtọ̀ sí nǹkan tó ń gbé bọ̀ tó wà nínú ọkàn rẹ̀. Ìdí nìyí tí a fi gbọ́dọ̀ sọ nípa báwo ni a ṣe ń lo themselves àti each other and one another fún àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kí wọ́n bá máa ṣe àṣìṣe púpọ̀ lórí rẹ̀. Ó yá, ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ká ṣàgbéyẹ̀wò themselves. Kí ni themselves nínú èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì? Ó jẹ́ pronoun. Bó ṣe jẹ́ pé each other àti one another they also belongs to pronouns. So now themselves yìí ó lè jẹ́ reflexive pronoun, ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ́ kí ni emphatic pronoun. These themselves. Báwo ló sì lè jẹ́ reflexive pronoun? Báwo ló sì lè jẹ́ emphatic pronoun? Nítorí pé àwọn méjèèjì wọn kì í ṣe nǹkan kan náà. Ṣùgbọ́n nínú àpẹẹrẹ reflexive pronoun, nínú àpẹẹrẹ emphatic pronoun, ọ̀kan nínú wọn òun ni themselves. Okay, kí là ń pè ní reflexive pronoun? Reflexive jẹ́ àtúnpadà sí bíi ká sọ pé mo dúró níwájú díngí, díngí ó gbé mi hàn gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe dúró níwájú rẹ̀. That is reflection. That is reflection. So àwọn Yorùbá wọ́n máa ń sọ pé kò síjà nínú fọ́tò. Bí o bá ṣe dúró òun ni wàá bá ara rẹ. So that means photography reflects. So now reflexive pronoun àti emphatic pronoun kí ló yàtọ̀ láàrin wọn? Ní tá à ń pè ní emphatic, to emphasize. So emphatic yóò máa jẹ́ ìṣàfihàn nǹkan, bóyá nǹkan ó ṣe pàtàkì kí a ṣàfihàn rẹ̀. So a máa lo themselves láti ṣàfihàn ìfọkànsí tàbí ká sọ pé ìtẹnumọ́. That is emphasis. So from the word emphasis, so emphatic pronoun níbi ibẹ̀ yẹn ó yàtọ̀ sí nǹkan tí a máa pè ní reflexive pronoun. Ẹ já wo àpẹẹrẹ. So a lè sọ pé the boy washed themselves. The boys washed themselves. So the boy washed themselves here. Themselves níbí báyìí ó jẹ́ reflection sí the boys. So reflexive pronoun yóò jẹ́ pé èèyàn ṣe nǹkan sí ara rẹ̀ tàbí nǹkan ṣe nǹkan sí ara rẹ̀. The boys washed themselves. Níbí báyìí ó túmọ̀ sí pé ìkọ̀ọ̀kan àwọn boys yìí wọ́n ń fọ ara wọn fúnra wọn ìkọ̀ọ̀kan. So I am a boy, I washed myself. The other person is a boy, he washed himself. The other person is a boy, he washed himself. So à ń fọ ara wa fúnra wa. That is an example of reflexive pronoun when you use themselves. Wọ́n ṣe nǹkan fúnra wọn. So this one is reflecting on this back. So now then tá bá sọ pé they prepared their breakfast themselves. They prepared their breakfast themselves. So this themselves is talking about what? They here. So it's a reflection because in tó ń sọ níbí báyìí ni pé àwọn èèyàn yìí o, ìkan, ìkejì, ìkẹta, wọ́n ṣe breakfast. Ìkọ̀ọ̀kan wọ́n ṣe breakfast fúnra wọn. Wọ́n ṣe breakfast wọn fúnra wọn. Nǹkan tí ó ń sọ nìyẹn. So it's a reflection. So when something or someone does something to him or herself, so you refer to it as what? Reflexive pronoun. So reflection ni. So wọ́n ṣe síra wọn òun ni kò ń ṣe pé bóyá wọ́n lay emphasis lórí pé okay o àwọn yìí o wọ́n ṣe nǹkan wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ nǹkan kan no wọ́n ṣe síra wọn nìyẹn. When you do something to yourself you reflect. That is what it means. Okay, let's look at example of emphatic. So àwọn àpẹẹrẹ emphatic pronoun yìí kí a gbé yẹ̀wò. They went to the city themselves. They went to the city themselves. In this case, this themselves is not a reflection of this one. Yes. What this one is telling us that there is something we need to notice here. That is it not amazing that these young girls, these young boys went to the city themselves? That is, nobody left them. Nobody took them to the city. So they went there themselves. That is emphasis. You understand? So that this one is emphatic pronoun. So look at this one. Bolu, Fumi, and Tope did their homework themselves. Bolu, Fumi, and Tope did their homework themselves. So they are trying to tell us that something is very important about this expression, and the fact that they did the homework themselves is worth note. So this one is worthy of notice. So in that case, tábà sọ pé Bólú, Fúnmi àti Tọ́pẹ́ wọ́n ṣe iṣẹ́ àmúrelé tàbí iṣẹ́ ilé wọn fúnra wọn. A lè wò pé Bólú, Fúnmi àti Tọ́pẹ́ tí wọ́n ń sọ yìí ǹjẹ́ ọmọ kékeré ni wọ́n? Yes. Àbí àwọn iṣẹ́ ilé tí wọ́n fún wọn yìí wọ́n ti lérò pé wọn ò ní lè dá ṣe fúnra wọn. So is it not enough to say I did my homework? Yes, I did it. I did my homework. Where is your homework? Yes, I have done it. I have done it. So, but by the time I say I did it myself, that means something that is very important and I want them to notice that thing. So that's why I included myself. So, did you do your own work? Yes, I did it. As if that is not enough. Yes, I did it. Then somebody wants to say, yes, I did it myself. That means that person want us to notice something there. That is something very important about that. Maybe the teacher gave something he or she thought is going to be difficult for the student to do themselves. You understand? So, but fortunately for that student, he or she did it, him or herself. You understand? So then he's trying to lay emphasis on that. So in this case, Bolu, Fumi, and Tope did their homework themselves. So this is a kind of emphasis. This one, they want us to notice that, okay, this person did the work themselves. So it is not reflexive, but emphatic. Now we talk about each other and one another. So as for each other and one another, they belong to reciprocal pronoun. You know, it's usually saying that respect is reciprocal. So that means you respect me, I respect you. So that's reciprocal. So so now for each other we use it for two people. Two people. Then for one another we use it for more than two. More than two. That's for the two. So for more than two, and wàá ti máa gbọ́ àwọn òwe Yorùbá, àwọn òwe bàbá ńlá bàbá wa tó sọ pé gbà fún mórí nílé òun ni gbà fún gbàdà lóko. So that means we reciprocate things. So if you do something for me, so I may do it back to you. Do you understand? So that is reciprocate. Wọ́n á sọ pé ọmọ oko tó bá fẹ́ jẹ búrẹ́dì yóò ní láti kọ́kọ́ fi sùn ránṣẹ́ sílé. So that's about reciprocal pronouns. You understand? You reciprocate. You respect me, I respect you, and they say respect is reciprocal. So each other and one another, a sọ pé a máa ń lo eléyìí fún èèyàn méjì, a máa ń lo eléyìí fún tó bá ti ju èèyàn méjì lọ. Like ká sọ pé they are fighting each other. So each other here means that we are talking about two people. Àwọn méjì wọ́n ń bá ara wọn jà. Fighting each other means that okay, ẹnìkan lu ẹnìkan, ẹnìkejì náà ń lù ú padà. You understand? Àbí wọ́n ń faṣọ mọ́ra wọn lọ́rùn, ẹnìkan fa aṣọ ẹnìkan, ẹnìkejì náà fa tiẹ̀ padà. That is, they are fighting each other. They are fighting each other. Kọ́nyàn ṣe nǹkan fún ẹnìkan kóun náà ṣe tiẹ̀ padà. That reciprocates. So we can also say they are fighting one another. They are fighting one another. One another. So they are fighting one another. Ó ti ju méjì lọ báyìí, àwọn mẹ́ta mẹ́rin wọ́n ń bá ara wọn jà. So ẹnìkan na ẹnìkan, òun náà tún na ẹnìkan, ẹnìyẹn náà tún na ẹnìkejì, ẹnìkejì náà tún na ẹlòmíì yẹn náà tún nà padà. So that is fighting one another. So to make it more practical, let's look at this. Tá bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ọkọ àti ìyàwó, bí wọ́n ṣe pẹ̀lú ìfẹ́ tí ó wà láàrin wọn, wọ́n á sọ pé they love each other. So they love each other. So láàrin ọkọ ẹyọkan àti ìyàwó kan, ó jẹ́ àwọn méjì, wọ́n ní they love each other. Ó túmọ̀ sí pé ìyàwó ó nífẹ̀ẹ́ ọkọ, ọkọ náà nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìyàwó padà. That is loving each other. So to be more practical, so a lè sọ pé Túndé, Rahim and Arike like one another. They like one another. So look at that. Túndé, Rahim, Arike like one another. So now one another here is used because they are more than two. Túndé, Rahim, Arike. So like one another. Pé Túndé ó like Rahim, Rahim náà like Túndé, Túndé like Arike, Arike náà like Túndé, Rahim like Arike, Arike náà like Rahim. So they like one another. That's about that. So this is the use of each other and one another, which are what? Which are reciprocal pronoun. So ká wá padà sí ìpìlẹ̀. Tá bá rí akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tàbí ẹnìkan tó sọ pé they are fighting themselves. So ká ní lọ́kàn pé ohun tí ó fẹ́ sọ tó wà lọ́kàn rẹ̀ ó yàtọ̀ sí ohun tí ó ń sọ, tàbí kó jẹ́ pé ó ń sọ òdodo. Ìkannú méjèèjì ló máa jẹ́. Kí la sọ pé ohun tí ó ń sọ ó yàtọ̀ sí ohun tó fẹ́ sọ? Tó bá jẹ́ pé fighting themselves tó sọ bóyá láàrin àwọn méjì, ẹnìkan lu ẹnìkan, ẹnìyẹn náà lù padà, àbí ó gbá lẹ́sẹ̀ lójú, ìyẹn náà gbá ní ẹsẹ̀ ní imú. So ohun tí ó fẹ́ sọ ó ti yàtọ̀ sí ohun tí ó sọ tó tẹnu rẹ̀ jáde. Ṣùgbọ́n tá bá rí i pé okay, ẹnìkan ó ń bá ara rẹ̀ jà, ẹnìkejì náà ó ń bá ara rẹ̀ jà, like ẹnìkan lu ara rẹ̀, ẹnìkejì náà òun náà ń lu ara rẹ̀. So ó yàtọ̀. Ó túmọ̀ sí pé ohun kan tó ń sọ bíbà òdodo ló ń sọ. That's correct. Okay. Now tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn méjì wọ́n ń bá ara wọn jà, ẹnìkan lu ẹnìkan, ẹnìkejì náà tún lu ẹnìyẹn náà padà, yóò máa jẹ́ they are fighting each other. So that is each other because they are reciprocating the action to fight. So you blow the person and the person blow you back. You understand? You punch the person punch you back. You understand? That's fighting each other. Tó bá jẹ́ méjì. Tó bá jẹ́ èèyàn mẹ́ta, a sọ pé àbí ó ju mẹ́ta lọ, àbí mẹ́rin, àbí márùn, àbí 1 million. A sọ pé they are fighting one another. So ẹnìkan ó fún ẹnìkan lẹ́sẹ̀, òun náà tún fún padà, wọ́n tún fún ẹlòmíì, òun náà fún wọn padà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. So they are fighting one another. So ní túmọ̀ sí pé eléyìí lè jẹ́ òdodo tàbí kó yàtọ̀ sí ohun tí ẹni tí ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó fẹ́ sọ. So then tó bá jẹ́ pé kò jẹ́ òdodo, á jẹ́ pé eléyìí ni ó yẹ kó lò dípò eléyìí. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n fún wa ní ẹyọ kan sí ká fi káàdì rẹ̀ nílẹ̀. Tá bá sọ pé they love themselves. They love themselves. They love themselves. So ẹ jẹ́ ká wo eléyìí àti they love each other. They love each other. They love each other. Tàbí ká tún sọ pé they love one another. Now they love themselves. Ó lè jẹ́ òdodo. Tá bá sọ pé daddy àti mommy they love themselves. Ń túmọ̀ sí pé daddy ó nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara rẹ̀, mọ́mì náà nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara rẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n àwọn méjèèjì wọn ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn. Dádì ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ mọ́mì, mọ́mì ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ dádì ṣùgbọ́n dádì nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara rẹ̀, mọ́mì náà nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara rẹ̀. Àwọn méjèèjì wọn ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn. That's they love themselves. So this can be true and this can contradict the intention of the speaker also. Then they love each other. So ó túmọ̀ sí pé dádì, tá bá sọ pé ọkọ tìyàwó là ń sọ, dádì wọ́n love mọ́mì àbí ọkọ love aya, ó nífẹ̀ẹ́ aya rẹ̀, aya náà nífẹ̀ẹ́ ọkọ rẹ̀. That means they reciprocate the love. That is the action to love. So in this case, tó bá jẹ́ ohun tí speaker tó fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn àbí tí akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn, ní pé dádì love wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ mọ́mì o, mọ́mì náà nífẹ̀ẹ́ dádì o. So it is better to use the love each other. So then tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n jọ nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan pé dádì nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn, mọ́mì náà nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn méjèèjì ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn. So a sọ pé they love themselves. So this can be true, and if it's not true, then this is going to be the intention of the speaker. So òun ni àtúnṣe tó wà láàrin ìmáa lo themselves àti each other pẹ̀lú one another.